Good morning, my friends. Amy Friese here, reporting to you from Milwaukee, Wisconsin on Tuesday, June 4th, 2013 for another video installation of my Ironman Wisconsin journey. This is my first Ironman and I am planning for it not to be my last. So when I first started these videos, oh my gosh, back in September, I really just wanted to document so I can look back and see, hey, what was in my brain and what was going on in my body and how are my workouts going, and share all that crazy coconut stuff with you, so that you can learn and hopefully not feel alone and feel cozy, crazy coconuts too. So that's why I'm doing it. But like all the other videos, we will talk about workout, nutrition, and then motivation and inspiration. So favorite workout for the week was a sprint triathlon that I did on Sunday. Lake Mills, by the way, thank you for picking an awesome color. Except, I gotta tell you, this is kind of what it looked like. It was a bike and a run. The swim got canceled. But actually it worked out pretty well because it was flipping cold and incredibly windy. So even with a long sleeve wetsuit on, we were looking at each other like, I don't want to do a swim. Do you want to do this swim? So I'll be honest, we were given the option to opt out, and Janet, my friend who's training for Ironman too, we looked at each other, and Ruth too, and we're like, let's see here. So Janet and I opted out because we were in the second to last wave, and they were only on the fourth wave at the time. So we were like, and we don't want to wait for another hour because we will freeze our patukas off. So we took off, jumped on the bike, and then did the run. So that was really fun. Janet and I got to bike together for some of it. We came in together, and then the run we got together most of it too. So we actually finished together, holding hands. Like our finish photo is like the dorkiest thing ever. Janet like turns to me and is like, "Grab my hand!" So we put our hands up. It was really fun though. So shout out to Ruth and to Janet for doing Lake Mills and first triathlon of the year. Yay! Although I have to admit that we have not gotten that into the water yet. No outdoor swim. We were scheduled to meet today and decided to go. So I'm going to do my swim later this afternoon after I have some client appointments and before I teach yoga. So there you go. There is going to be a point in this season very, very soon, and I'm thinking it's going to be next week, where we're just going to have to say, suck it up, get your ass in the water, and do it AIM. So that's it. And I am a little bit nervous. The first open water swim of the year is always a little nerve-wracking, but you know what I say? Get over it. Get over it and just do it. Okay, so that's that. So that was a famous, why do I keep saying famous? I want to keep saying famous. My favorite workout for the week. Actually, I have my notes there too, and I want to give you an update on my foot. My foot is feeling fabulous. Continuing to do a mixture of the run and the walk, which again was very mentally challenging because I just want to run. But I did run most of the run on the way out, but then on the way back we did some running and some walking, so that was actually really good. Janet was getting over a cold, and I just wanted to play it safe because sometimes when you go out on the run you just want to go. So reining it in was good because this is just a training race. It was just a training race, so that was awesome. By the way, I was off the bike within an hour, and we did the run in less than 29 minutes. Well, I want to say 29:07 or something like that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. About that. I'd like to be faster. I'd always like to be faster. But this is not the year to be faster to sprint. This is a year to train for an Ironman, and that is something definitely to keep into perspective. All right, so that's that. Nutrition. Actually, Janet and I were talking about this over email. We're both doing the Door County Half Ironman, which is in, I believe it's the third week of July. And so we were talking about nutrition. And so what I'm noticing is I'm hungry a lot. And so, it can be really easy just to go to like processed foods, but I've been doing really good about staying away from the gluten, which has been working incredibly well for my tummy. Still eating my healthy fats, the carbohydrates, but the carbs that I've really been working on and focusing on are like the starchy vegetables. Like I've been eating potatoes like they're going out of style. I actually need to go get some more sweet potatoes. I've been eating lots of vegetables in general. I have this quinoa polenta that I made with my eggs this morning. So I had eggs, red and orange peppers and onions sauteed, and then I put the polenta on the bottom, and then the eggs, and then the vegetables. So that was awesome. With my coffee, with my espresso. So that was very good. But we were talking about, making sure that we have enough energy and really practicing. So the longer that the workouts are becoming, excuse me, and the more that the bricks are occurring, we're out there running and biking for like hours. And so this is the really important time to practice. So I've had a lot of success with lar bars, which are dates, nuts, and some chocolate. If it's the chocolate cherry tort, which is my favorite, I could eat them every day, which I pretty much do. But then also getting in like those carbs. So I've been playing with the carbs on the bike. I'm still using gels. My favorite are the Cliff gels. I'm not a big goo person. I'm realizing that it's okay. Like if it's at the race, I'll eat it. My stomach's okay with it, but I really like the Cliff. I also like the Stinger Chews. Those are awesome. But again, I want to put in like some fruit. So I'm going to experiment. I'm going to bring some oranges, and I know raisins work really well. I did that on my marathon. So there's just a couple different things that I'm going to try. Bonk breakers. I love bonk breakers. So I take those out with me too. But what I'm going to do is make my own and take those out so that I can, change up the recipe, because like there are different types of bonk breakers. One of them has protein powder and one of them doesn't. So I really want to add that protein in there because it feels good for me and it helps with my muscle repair. So I'm definitely going to do that. So practice, 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 practice. And I hope I mess up, and I hope I find something that totally and utterly doesn't work so that I can check it off my list. So I can just not have to worry about that anymore. But I will try that. If I do come across something like that, I'll try it twice. And I will always make sure that there's a restroom close by. Yay. Or a tree with some tissue paper, or some toilet paper that I have with me. I'm not afraid to go to the bathroom in the woods. In the woods. Not around people. But anyway, but what I'm getting at is go out there and mess up, make some mistakes, and see what works and see what doesn't work. That's what I tell all my clients. I tell all my clients that there's no such thing as making a mistake. You're just figuring out what works and what doesn't work. So there you go. All right. So that's for nutrition, motivation. Oh, my friend Dave Jesse and my coach Dave Jesse. Love him so much. He's such a great guy. Oh, he's like one of my best friends. He just finished a 100-mile ultra trail run. Dude, we're all so proud of you. It was a very big deal. He did it just this past Saturday on June the 1st. He ended on June 2nd. It took him a little over 25 hours. Pause. 25 hours. This guy was like in mostly perpetual movement. Like he stopped to go to the bathroom and sit down and eat and change his shoes or stuff. So that just takes a special brain and heart and body. I mean, we're not all made to run and walk for 100 miles. Like, I'm not even sure if I want to do it. And to be quite honest, we asked him when he finished. Janet and I were driving back from Lake Mills, and we're like, so, glad you did it? He said yes. Do it again? No. So that was it was really cool. We were out there. It was myself and Gina and Ruth and Deb for the first leg. So got up really early, got up at 4 o'clock and helped crew for him until almost noon. And then he just did a really fantastic job of getting everything organized. He picked fantastic people to help pace him and to make sure that he was eating the right foods, eating foods, going to the restroom, like keeping track of everything. So last year he only ran 70 plus miles, but this year he finished. So that had a lot to do with his preparation and a lot to do with the people that were supporting him. So, and then a shout out to Deb Reiser and to Pete Anderson for being the co-captains. You guys are awesome. Mwah. Gosh, I have really great friends. I have really awesome friends, and that's another motivation, inspiration. When you're in the triathlon community and the running community and the bike cycling community, I mean, like you meet really cool people and you make really good lifelong friends. Like I have friends that I hope I will be friends with forever. Like these people are unbelievable. It would take me an hour to name everybody that I just love to death. But it's just so inspiring and motivating to know that you have friends that get you, that see you at your best, that see you at your worst, and they love you no matter what. And it's a really good way to weed out those crummy people that you hang out with. If they don't get it and they don't respect it, see you later. Don't have time for that. But those family members and those friends that even aren't part of that whole thing, if they support you and they love you, keep them. Love them up, man. They're there for a reason. So it's just really awesome to be surrounded with people that are cute and smart and fun and athletic and motivating and are going through the same things that you are. So yay, that's awesome. And one more thing I want to talk about with motivation and inspiration, it's race season. Like, game is on. And you'll get a lot out of not only racing for yourself by giving. So if you ever have the opportunity to volunteer at a triathlon or any sort of race, a running or cycling race, whatever, do it, because it's so much fun. You get to see it from the flip side. And so, you know, let's say, for instance, you're at a race and you're running and people are just standing there going, you know, and you want them to yell. Well, when you volunteer and you're standing there, or even if you're spectating, you understand why people don't cheer, because it gets kind of exhausting. But you can give back then when you volunteer. So I'm helping with my friend Sheila Wardell. She has Girls on the Run race this Sunday, so I'm very excited to help out with that. And Deb's helping out with that too. And I know there are tons of other people that I don't even know, so it's going to be really cool to see them there. So get out there and volunteer, and all you got to do is just call local race, ask around. You can Facebook me, you can tweet me, you can email me, or give me a call. I'll be happy to put you in the right direction. You don't have to be from Milwaukee or even Madison. I can get you to the right place, regardless of where you are. It's pretty. You just got to know where to look and who to ask, and I know how to do that. So I'd be happy to help out. But that's it, my friends. That's all for today. This is Amy Friese reporting from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and my Ironman journey. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to go rock some people's worlds, man. Help them with some sports nutrition and motivation. Oh, and I'm working on a new talk about my Ironman experience and how that can affect other people's lives and change their diets and their lives and their body. So if you're interested in having me talk at your event, I will be happy. I will travel across the country. I will travel across the world if you're willing to help with transportation. But seriously, I will do it for free. I'll come out and talk to your business, talk to your group. It's really important. I feel very passionate about it, to be motivated and to kind of get into that inner athlete. So let me know if you're interested. That is my life goal, to travel around the world and do motivational speaking on athletics and nutrition. I'm your lady. Give me a ring. All right, everyone. That's enough. Amy Friese checking out today. And remember to eat smart, move strong, and live fearless. We'll talk to you again soon, my friends. Take care. Bye-bye.